Dark Eyes die erste. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, hi folks, this is Siggi. Nice to see you again. Nice to have you here with me. Today with a little bit of gypsy swing music. One of the classics is called Dark Eyes, and I was interested in being able to play the rhythm, and it took me some time to get into the feel, and I don't know what gypsies think about my way of playing, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I would like you to inspire with that feeling too. We start with the A major 7 chord. You use your first finger, the index finger, on the 5th fret of the E string, second on the 5th fret of the D string, then the ring finger on the 5th fret on the B string, and the pinky is in the 6th string. It's on the 6th string of the G string. So you mute the A string and you mute the B string. What I've worked on is to get the feel for the rhythm. Maybe I'll talk about that a little bit later. First, let us go into the chords. We start with the A major, with the A7, and then we go to the D minor chord. But when the gypsy swing players play D minor, they often play this one here. First finger in the 2nd fret on the A string, and middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G string, ring finger on D string 3, and pinky on B string 3. So this is what it sounds like. You try to mute with your thumb, and with your pinky you mute the E string, so both E strings cannot be heard. So we have the A7, we have the D minor chord, and then we go to the A7 back, and the next one is a B or B flat 6. First finger on the 6th fret on the A string, and the index is on the 5th fret on the D string, and the ring finger is on the 6th fret on the B, and the pinky is on the G string in the 7th fret. So it sounds like this, and you mute the A string, and you mute the E string, the thin E string, but you do it automatically. Yeah? So we have A7, E minor, A7, and Bb6 or B flat 6, and then we go to the G minor 6, one of the most common chords in gypsy music. Middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, first finger on the 2nd fret on the D, ring finger 3rd of G, and index on the thin on the B string in the 3rd fret. You mute the A string and the E string. Okay, and let's see how far we are. The melody starts here. Okay. Bap, bap. D minor again. A7 and D minor. Here we are. Let me think about it. What's the correct name for this chord? I don't know at the moment. It's yeah, okay. It's maybe a -7 with a 6. Okay. Most gypsy players, I think, don't know a lot about theory. My favorite guitar players, Tommy Emmanuel or Stoffel Rosenberg, people like that, they are not so much into the theory, but they are, as you know, great players. And the greatest challenge for me was to find out the rhythm. I'd like to play Gypsy solo, because I play solo on my electric guitar, and later in some other lessons, maybe if you like to, I give you an idea of how to play solo. But the most important thing for me is really to get the groove going, and it took me some time. It's like, how can I explain? It's called La Pompe. I saw a lot of videos. Jakob Hoser, I think, Hozer, is a great teacher. I learned a lot from him. He explains the pomp, a lot of people do, but really 100% lesson in how to play it, I haven't found it. So what I would advise you is to listen. There are a lot of play-alongs, gypsy guitar play-along for all these classics, starting with Dark Eyes or Coquette or well, Où tout mon amour. I've played a version of that with the electric guitar, and but you see, 100% lesson I haven't found. So I try to get into the feeling, and it is a boom chica. Boom. You use the bass strings, and then you go down, up. But different from the country music, which has the same thing. Or in gypsy music, you press down your fingers when you want the sound to ring, the strings to ring, and you stop it. You return back into the position where you don't press the fingers. When you only want the strings muted, I try to show it very slowly. One picture I remember is that I keep in my mind is that Jacobi said it's a little bit like a whip. Yeah, you know, it's chicka chicka. When I have the whip sound, then I mute the strings. So I don't know, maybe it's very difficult to explain, to give the feeling. I think you should play a lot, learn these chords. Maybe you can go onto the guitar play along on YouTube. You press in, you type in gypsy guitar play along, and then you find lots of other guitar play alongs, and there you get a feeling for this rhythm. I would be interested what a really good gypsy guitar player would say about the way I play the rhythm. If, well, you see, there are some people who say, well, a really gypsy person blindfold his eyes and let 10 guitar players sit in front of him and play one chord and then play the rhythm, the La Pompe, and the blind man would exactly tell you which person from these 10 players is a gypsy and can play it correctly. I don't know if it is like, well, in the old days when I was young, they said, well, white people are not able to play the blues. Nobody says it these days. So maybe it's the same with the gypsy guitar playing. Well, I hope I helped you a little bit, and I had fun with doing this little lesson, and I hope you follow me a little bit. See you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.